everybody, and welcome back once again. Another edition of Inside the Headset, Week 5, Game 6. And I'm with the head coach of the Blackman Blaze, Coach Philip Shadowens. Well, Coach, last Friday night, took on Stewart's Creek, homecoming, whatnot. How'd it go?
Been good. Had a great day here. Everybody enjoying homecoming and all that kind of good stuff. And we played well. Scored a bunch of points in the first half. All 102 of our kids got in the ball game and got to play and got to experience high school football. And so it was a great night for Blackman. Obviously, Stewart's Creek's a new school. A lot of young kids were outmanned, obviously. And so the game was over very, very early, and our kids came out and knew exactly what they're supposed to do, so I was proud of them for that.
What you been doing this week? What's Blaze been working on? Here we are. You're going in Game 6. Of course, It's no secret. You're 5-0, so you could be 0-5, but you're not. They'd be talking about you if you're 0-5, and they're going to be talking about you if you're 5-0 or 3-2. It doesn't make a difference. But what's Blaze been working on this week?
Working on us getting better. It doesn't really matter the opponent which we play. Obviously, we play a team this week that has 3 Division I commitments, 2 to Tennessee, 1 to Missouri, all skill positions. So they're very athletic, and it's going to be a challenge for us. And our kids are looking forward to that. We've been blessed the last 3 weeks, and which has been games in which we played a lot of kids on our roster. It's been running clock all three weeks in the third quarter, and so our kids know this is a different challenge. And they got upset last week, but you're playing against 3 big-time athletes, and along with some other kids on the team who are athletic too. But 3 SEC, offers and SEC commitments. SEC don't offer football players and aren't good football players. So our kids are looking forward to that kind of challenge, and we've had a great week of practice. Kids worked exceptionally hard. They're excited. They're ready for Friday night at 7 o'clock to get here because we're looking forward to playing 4 quarters. We talk all the time about the focus of playing 48 minutes of football, and we work hard on that. Last 3 weeks, they haven't got to play a lot. Our starters hadn't, and they're looking forward to getting the opportunity to play 48 minutes.
If we drew the line in the sand right now, 4 teams from this area would be going on into the playoffs and whatnot. Tom Krager and I were talking last night. We don't think there's another place where it gets this competitive that you have to, in this area. I don't know of another state that has 4 ranked or 4 other teams that are so in close proximity in the same area. If we went to Georgia, I'm sure that it's a scattered deal, but we all got to go through each other before we go face somebody else.
Absolutely, and usually got to go through each other twice. In the regular season, and again right when the playoffs starts. Last year Siegel was our district champion, and then they had to play Oakland, then us, then Riverdale before they got to go play Maryville in the semifinals. So you got to go through our district twice. It makes it tough. At the same time, it also says a lot about the quality of football here. It says something about the way the Tittle Bus Play hasn't done a good job, with the playoff system here in the state of Tennessee. It does. But I've told Bernard Childress those same things. I'm not saying anything. I haven't told him. I met him face to face and told him those same exact things. There's a better way in which to do this, but at the same time, it makes it exciting. We don't spend time being negative about it. That's the way it is. We're gonna not worry about who we play. We're going to try to get better every week, and if you do those things, the scoreboard always takes care of itself. Our kids have yet to take a step backwards, as far as practice goes. Been pretty focused. Had one day last week that was borderline, when we were preparing for Stewart's Creek, but this week had 3 good practices, focused practice, and our kids have done a good job preparing every week, and so I look for us to have our best football game Friday night. That's what we need to do. That's why we're going up in competition, and I'm excited, and our kids are excited that we get the opportunity to do that.
Well, about 4:30, they'll be painting the B and getting ready for that senior tradition, and you're going to keep painting and keep painting and keep painting.
We only have 2 home games left. This Friday night, and then next week is senior night before fall break. We only have 4 home games this year's schedule. Hopefully we'll get some playoff games at home, but right now we have 4 home games. And so this week and next week is the last time they get to paint that B. That's a guarantee. So bottom line is our kids understand how important it is. Our kids have a lot of pride in what they're doing, a lot of pride in that B, a lot of pride with where our program is right now. And, obviously we're 5-0. That's as good as it can be. You can't, if you played 5 games, you win 5 games. You can't have a better record than that. But our kids know our best football is in front of us. And I've been very impressed with the maturity level in which they've shown, understanding how much better we have to get to where we want to go. And so they keep working for that. And as long as they continue with that kind of effort and that kind of outlook, we'll continue to get better, and we'll be tough to deal with.
You've already played Siegel, but what are you going to do? You going home tonight, or you going over to watch the game?
Hadn't decided yet. Sun's finally come out, so I might get out. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I might go over and watch a half, or I might just go home and sit in my chair and watch that, and watch a little college football, and a little NFL football. A lot of games on tonight. So usually I don't go out on Thursday night to watch any other game in the county. So I'll probably sit home. Chances are, unless I get really bored. But should be an exciting game. You know, Siegel's had a heck of a schedule. You know, they're the best football team we've played at this point in the season, without a doubt. Played them week 1. They've had and they're
going to be there if they continue on. They're going to be. You're going to see. You could possibly see them again. And that's
absolutely. Siegel's a really good. Siegel's a really good football team. Oakland's a really good football team. Smyrna is an unbelievably improved football team. So you know, we got great teams here in our district that we'll have to play in the regular season, then probably play again in the playoffs. You know, chances are, and so that makes it exciting. We're excited for that to have the kind of competition we get to play against every week. Our kids look forward to that, and on Monday our kids were so excited that we were playing Independence, and think, well, you know, they lost last week. Yeah, but they're so excited about the opportunity to play against those kind of
I'm
athletes.
excited. I'm going to be here. I mean, I want to see those other kids, and, you know, they're going to be ready to play the Blaze. That's the thing.
Sure
they want a piece of you. I mean, that even makes it more because you're 5-0 and they're not. They'd like to notch one.
They were ranked above us all year long in the state rankings until they got beat. You know, they were above us. People thought more of them than they did of us all year long until they finally got beat, you know. And so our kids take that. Our kids have a chip on their shoulder. I'll be honest with you, our kids, you know, don't feel like a lot of people think they're very good. You know, we went from having the toughest schedule in the state of Tennessee, and now everybody talks about how we have a terrible schedule.
Well, you're on the back half. You've already come through
I'm thinking, you know, the first 4 teams we played were 2 semifinal teams and 2 quarterfinal teams from last year. And maybe those teams aren't as good as they were last year. I don't know. I think Siegel's pretty good. I mean, I think Brentwood's going to end up being probably 6-4, 7-3, and I mean, and they'll be in the playoffs. I mean, but whatever. I don't care. That's fine. But that's what our kids hear. You know, we went from, you know, having the toughest schedule around, all of a sudden, well, we haven't even played anybody besides Siegel. Okay, well, now we get to play somebody. We get to play Independence, we get to play Smyrna, then we get to play Laverne, then we get to play Smyrna and Oakland and Bowling Green, Kentucky. Okay, what are you going to say now? Because we're going to, you know, we're going to play those games.
And Bowling Green will be looking for you. They're waiting.
Well, sure, they're excited. You know, so bottom line is that we play a really good schedule. Our kids like the competition to be really good, and our kids are tired of, of playing teams that we obviously should beat. I mean, the last 2 weeks are teams that we're better than, we should beat, and our kids do what they're supposed to do. So our kids are ready to play somebody else now, and our kids are ready to play somebody with great athletes, and that's what we're gonna, you know, that's what we're gonna have this week.
Well, I believe that's it. Coach is getting a call, and we'll wrap it up. How about tomorrow night, right here, 7 o'clock? That's the Indy Eagles and Blackman Blaze, and I'll be here, and we'll run 2 views. We'll see you tomorrow night.